What's up, Blackish fam? I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Man, really excited to get back into some Contra, man. The breakdowns have been on point. I love these cats and their wordplay. They're definitely bringing hip hop back and taking hip hop back to the 90s. The wordplay, the rhyme schemes, the cadence. Man, these cats are sick. So, really excited to get into one of their other freestyles. Looks like, what is this one called? Speechless. Let's get right into it. Let's check it out. And again, if you guys are a fan of good lyrical breakdowns, I'm talking about intense breakdowns where we're going bar for bar and really trying to understand the context. Man, show some love by liking the video, subscribing to the channel when you're done. If you're just looking to listen to the freestyle, this might not be the best channel for you because we stop and pause with every bar. Again, I want to get the context, right? Let's get right into it. Make myself smaller so I'm not in the way of these cats. Let's let it ride. Their beats have been on point too most of the time. Ooh. Listen to that beat though. Never mind the flow, we're gonna run it back, but the beat is just... Alright, let's run it back. Beat is sick, see? What do you say? Hut, hut? Like a football? It go hut, hut. Blue 42, red 47. This is OD. Be in the form of his resurrection. Ooh, oh, shout out ODB. Old Dirty Bastard, right? Wu-Tang. But he said hut, hut. Blue 42, red 47, right? What does that mean? It's, I'm not really a sports person. I don't really watch any organized sports besides basketball, but that was yesteryear. But it's hut hut is a most people think that it originated from the military when they say hut, which means attention. But I believe when they say hut hut and like Blue 42, it simply means we're gonna try to score on this play, right? Let's let it ride. 7 inches OD, be in the form of his resurrection. Did you catch that? Lend him a hand, I'm talking Beckham or David High, kick it, good life, back get the step in. Ooh, the wordplay. Did you catch that, right? He starts talking ODB, right? That's Old Dirty Bastard. I know because I was in a fraternity at Northern Illinois University called Omega Delta, and my real name is Brandon. Everybody calls me B, but on the side of my jacket, it used to say ODB. This is back in the day, right? But the wordplay there. He said something about, did you catch that? Lend them a hand. I'm talking Beckham, right? When you lend someone a hand, you help them out. But when he lend him a hand, it's Odell Beckham, I believe, who's a wide receiver, right? Let it ride. Which will play off the football, the hut hut. Blue 42, red 47, this is OD. Be in the form of his resurrection. Did you catch that? Lend him a hand, I'm talking back. Yeah, did you catch that, right? Because he's a wide receiver. Or David Beckham, right? David Beckham is the English footballer, but of course in the U.S., we call it soccer, right? But around the world, it's called football. Ooh, and also the David and Goliath reference, right? What did he say? Or David, how I kick it, playing off Beckham, but not Odell, but David Beckham, right? And what did he say after that? He said Goliath bet or something about get the step in. Goliath, of course, he's referencing David and Goliath, which, of course, is a biblical story, but its more popular meaning is really an underdog situation, right? The smaller, the weaker opponent faces a bigger, stronger giant, if you would. And then he said, get the step in, which is from Martin. Well, Martin made it really popular. Anytime he kicked somebody out of the house that he didn't want anyone in, he'd say, get the step in. Right, to Pam or Tommy or Cole, right? Let's let it ride a bit. Lend him a hand, I'm talking Beckham or David High, kick it, good life, back get this step in, this is big shit. Unwrap gifts, you feel my presence, this for you, God. I shall lend my soul investment. Oh, but also David Goliath, right? He's talking about the Giants, but then he said big shit, right? Big shit also playing off the Giants. And I believe I heard him say unwrap gifts. You feel my presence, but a present, like a Christmas present, but my presence, like you feel my presence in the room. Big shit, unwrap gifts, you feel my presence, this for you, God. I shall live. Woo! Oh, he said for Wu-Tang, right? I knew he said ODB, right? Old Dirty Bastard. Now he's definitely referencing Wu-Tang. Let's make sure we didn't miss any of his any of the wordplay here. Unwrap gifts, you feel my presence, this for you, God. I shall lend my soul and vessel. I could expect the deck, but I trust the hand I was dealt with. Big shit, he could be talking about ODB. I believe he referenced this on one of the other songs, right? ODB, who he referenced, one of his more popular songs, and it was something that was kind of like, why is this song popular? It's called Dog Shit, but he referenced Big Shit, right? It's toss salad, oh, you in some shit now? Calling me a dog, well, leave a dog alone, cause nothing can stop me from burying my bones in the backyard of someone else's house. Oh, dirt dog, but I'm not dogged out. Here comes Rover, sniffing at your ass. But pardon me, bitch, as I shit on your grass. That means, ho, you been shitted on. I'm not the first dog that shitted on your lawn. Right, as ODB, which he could be referencing in this. Let's let it ride. Good life, back get this step in, this is big shit. Unwrap gifts, you feel my presence, this for you, God. I shall lend my soul and vessel. I could expect the deck, but I trust the hand I was dealt with. Ooh. Shaolin, right? Shaolin is normally a reference to Shaolin monks, right? Shaolin monks, they devote their entire life to research, continuous development, perfecting what they call Shaolin Kung Fu. And if you guys have ever watched The Wu, right, you know Kung Fu is something that means something to all of them. And you'll find references throughout 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Forever, right? But Shaolin monks, I mean, these are they start as kids, and they can do just incredible things. Their training is legit next level. Let's let it ride here. I believe he said something about you, God, as well. My soul and vessel, I could expect the deck, but I trust the hand I was dealt with. Ever since I RZA, I knew that I knew the method. Whoa, ghost faces. Every time I get on the record, label me. My soul and vessel, I could expect it. What do you say there? David High, kick it, good life, back get this step in, this is big shit. Unwrap gifts, you feel my presence, this for you, God. I shall lend my soul and vessel. Yeah, you, God. Originally a beatboxer for Capadonna, I believe, right? And these cats were all friends, right? You God, beatbox for Capadonna. I don't know if you guys have watched that Wu-Tang. What is it? A Mike and Men, I believe it is. It goes over. These cats. Wu-Tang was ill. It's so rare to find a group of artists that can all rap at the same level, and you really got it with these cats. So, but you'll hear a lot. When these guys are talking, you got actually funny thing because we referenced this in another video with Coach Contra, where they talk, where he said, "Got my window tick, 5% Nation of God," right? There was one of the brothers. I'm still not with their names, but I believe it was this cat here, right? But a funny thing is, you God is short for his 5% Nation name, which is Universal God Allah. It's just a funny thing. You can find a lot of 5% Nation references in hip hop. And if you don't know who the 5% Nation is, you can look at Black Thought. You can look at some of the more lyrical, in tune artists, if you would. Unwrap gifts, you feel my presence, this for you, God. I shall lend my soul and vessel. I could expect the deck, but I trust the hand I was dealt with. And Inspect the Deck, obviously another member of Wu-Tang. His real name is Jason Hunter, I believe. But Inspect the Deck, right? He's also talking about inspect your deck of cards, right? But trust the hand you were dealt, which also plays off playing cards as well. God, I shall lend my soul and vessel. I could expect the deck, but I trust the hand I was dealt with. Ever since I RZA, I knew that I knew the method. Whoa. Also, he's referencing all the members, right? You God, Inspect the Deck. Now he just said something about ever since I RZA, but he's talking about RZA, just normally referred to as RZA. And he said, I knew the method. Obviously, he's talking about METHOD, man. METHOD, man. Right? Method Man. We actually just did a video on Method Man. Still spitting that shit, man. Decades later. We actually did a breakdown video just a few days ago. There's a folder under Method Man as well. Let it ride. It looks like he said Ghostface every time I get on a record, it says. Obviously, he's talking about Ghostface Killer, right? He's only missing a few.
Trusting hand, I was dealt with it. Ever since I knew that I knew the method. Woo! Ghostfaces. Every time I
Ooh, and he said woo, but also woo, like the Wu-Tang, right?
dealt with it. Ever since I knew that I knew the method. Woo! Ghostfaces. Every time I get on a record, label me a killer. My microphone is my weapon.
Ooh, Master Killer, right? From Wu-Tang. But he said label me a killer, right?
Every time I get on a record, label me a killer. My microphone is my weapon. I be looking at my brothers like bodies that's in the session. Cause if I don't want my body, they'll body me in a second.
Ooh, right? He's sick. He said everybody's like going for the kill, right? I'm looking at my brothers like bodies in a session, right? Now you just a warm body next to me, bro. It's don't get your feelings hurt, right? It's just business. You're right. He has to go hard, or they'll body his ass, right? They'll kill him in the verse and the cipher. Just like when you do a feature with someone, you got to make sure to come hard. If you're going with someone like Kanye West, Lil Wayne, or they're gonna outshine you, man. Sick wordplay.
Bodies that's in the session, cause if I don't want my body, they'll body me in a second. Peer pressure, every verse is a vendetta. You ain't never seen a group of collective that's just eclectic.
Who? The vendetta, for those that don't know, it's like a long-standing feud, or you might be seeking vengeance, right? They say you have a vendetta. V is for vendetta, Face says. And then he also said, you've never seen a collective group this eclectic. Eclectic is it's you're getting your style, your ideas, your taste, right, from a very diverse range of sources, if you would. It's probably the best way to sum it up.
Bodies that's in the session, cause if I don't want my body, they'll body me in a second. Peer pressure, every verse is a vendetta. Never seen a group of collective that's just eclectic. Real O's go into all you sheep, I'm a shepherd.
GOAT, greatest of all time, typically, but he's also using it to say to all you sheep, right? Or sheeple, if you would. But he's a shepherd, right? That's the person that's leading and managing the sheep.
Towering, that's just eclectic. Real O's go into all you sheep, I'm a shepherd. The twins been towering never since 9/11.
Woo!
Saying
Woo! Said you guys are too plain, right? Like you lack style, but two planes like that ran into the twin towers of 9/11, right? You got these cats that are both twins. And he's referencing the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Sick. Just great. Right here. The Twin Towers. Two planes. Woo. Hussein, right? Saddam Hussein, the war in Iraq that we were led into with incorrect information because most of the bombers on the plane were actually from Saudi Arabia, right? Why did we enter Iraq? Well, because they tried to kill George Bush's father, but also we had a claim that there were weapons of mass destruction. I don't know if we'll ever know the true reason. A lot of people said we just wanted to debo the oil, right? So there's a lot that goes into it, but their wordplay about 9/11 is just sick with it. These cats have used different types of wordplay and every freestyle that I've seen, and it's deep, a lot deeper than you might think. A lot of cats, they'll hit me up in the comments, be like, I don't know if they're going that deep. I think you're reaching. It's like, nah, if you look at the history and the different freestyles that we've broken down, you know, we're breaking it down line by line. I can reference things from other songs that they're still referencing. Either they're more comfortable with that, and that's things that they like to throw into their flow, or there's a method to the madness, right? And they're continuing off something that they might have said 2 freestyles ago. Sick. Real O's go into all you sheep, I'm a shepherd. The twins been towering never since 9/11. That beat just flow. He said, who's saying, right? Like, who's saying, but who's saying? Woo! Saying that you the best, my nigga. Who's saying? Doing about anything for the check, my nigga. You playing, showing your bling bling, get next to sticker. Bear rock, give me that chain, nice fruity. See, right there. He referenced it the last freestyle we did. he also referenced the Flintstones because of Bedrock and Bam Bam, who was one of their kids, right? And this time, what did he say? He said, Bedrock, give me the chain, right? I like your Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is a cereal that they put out it's the Flintstones on the box. Pebbles was the name of the daughter. It was Bam Bam and Pebbles. See, it's all connected, bro.
That's my nigga Hussein, doing about anything for the check. My nigga, you playing, showing your bling bling and next sticker. Bedrock, give me that chain, nice Fruity Pebbles. I'm a cereal killer. Look at you like
what's for breakfast, right? I'm a serial killer, but we just referenced Bedrock, the Fruity Pebbles, is a cereal from the Flintstones, but he's also a serial killer. Get it? Woo!
Give me that chain, nice Fruity Pebbles. I'm a cereal killer. Look at you like what's for breakfast, nigga. Milk in the game. Niggas want
milk in the game coming for seconds, right? Did he just do the?
Bedrock, give me that chain, nice Fruity Pebbles. I'm a cereal killer. Look at you like what's for breakfast, nigga. Niggas want more, but never want to learn a lesson. Even when it's at the expense of our adolescence. Who the kids when they teaching kids this was sexist? Sucking dick at 11, throw baby her favorite record.
Damn.
The only way that she get respect if she naked. Going down at that age, I think I know where we headed.
Woo! All the wordplay of getting dome, right? Sucking dick at 11, throat baby, her favorite record, right? But he said the only way she get respect if she get naked. But the way he said it, I didn't do that, and he adjusted. But he almost said it like neck, right? Like getting that throat. But naked, like naked, right? That's where she's getting respect. Then he said going down at that age, but going down like when you get head, right? And then he said, I think we all know where we're headed. Obviously, the wordplay of getting head is sick.
Get respect if she naked. Going down at that age, I think I know where we headed.
Ooh.
If you check it, we in the days of the reckon. The message from the Reverend that in it and will accept men and women won't work together.
What do you say about the day of reckoning, right?
Sucking dick at 11, throw baby her favorite record. Thinking the only way that she get respect if she naked. Going down at that age, I think I know where we headed. I reckon if you check it, we in the days of the reckon.
Yeah, I reckon if you check it, we're in the days of the reckon. Probably the day of reckoning, right? Is what he's referred to. To reckon just means to think or to suppose. Like, I reckon that I said, right? But he's also saying if someone talks about the day of reckoning, that normally means a day or a time in the future where someone's going to be forced to deal with something that they avoided until now, right? It's a day of reckoning. Every dog has its day, right?
At that age, I think I know where we headed. I reckon if you check it, we in the days of the reckon. The message from the Reverend that in it and will accept men and women won't work together. The children will give direction. The world will be upside down. We'll really live in Inception. Whoa.
Inception, right? Who remembers that movie? Inception. That's with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And he kind of flipped it there at the end. I didn't catch all of it, but he said men and women won't work together. The children will give direction. It was kind of the opposite, right? Because normally the children work together. The adults give the direction. He said the world will be upside down. We'll really live in an Inception. Sick. Inception, the movie, it's really about a lot more. It's definitely something. It's a complex movie. Definitely worth looking into. It's older, though.
The message from the Reverend that in it and will accept men and women won't work together. The children will give direction. The world will be upside down. We'll really live in Inception. Whoa. I found the edge of my understanding.
I wonder if he's right in Inception. For those that didn't see the movie, you're invading someone's dream, and the sole purpose of invading their dream is to plant an idea. Right? It's the opposite of extraction. It's really dealing with someone's subconscious. It's a really complex theory for a movie, but well worth watching.
We'll give direction, the world will be upside down. We'll really live in Inception. Whoa! I found the edge of my understanding and jumped, fell tumbling, stomach rumbling.
Oh, in the movie Inception, they play off Leonardo DiCaprio's wife. I forget her name. It's Mal or Mallory, something like that. But one of the more famous scenes, she's jumping out from a window and she's trying to understand everything that's going on, and we don't know if it's real or fake because they're jumping between what's real. And then he has this twister, what do they call it? Like a spinner, and he spins it, and that's how he's able to determine if he's in actual reality. It's a lot, but I won't get it too in depth into it unless I keep referencing it. But he's already brought it up at least 2 times here. Let's let him jump back. And this is Roz Austin. I'm trying to catch their names and get it down.
Inception, whoa. I found the edge of my understanding and jump. Fell tumbling, stomach rumbling, forced to digest a hunch. Humbling. Now I'm mumbling God's words to the months. While you fumbling, I've been summoning champions out of chumps.
See, the way they play off each other, right? He's still referencing monks. Like we referenced Shaolin monks in the last verse.
Now I'm mumbling God's words to the months. While you fumbling, I've been summoning champions out of chumps. Facts. I see the best and the worst. It's your perspective inverted.
Ooh. Inverted. It's the opposite. He's still talking about Inception, right? Like they said, the world was upside down. It's sick. Again, they're playing off each other here.
Facts. I see the best and the worst. It's your perspective inverted. You know you're the guy they see when even the MP3's converted. I heard it once or twice. We living in utopia. These niggas swear they nice.
Utopia is like a perfect world or perfect society. If you say a utopian society, right? Utopia is like a perfect place.
I heard it once or twice. We living in utopia. These niggas swear they nice. I really wrote and wrote again. Pen swaying like the pendulum swaying. They vote again. We the people's choice. We're chosen. I don't know about them. Don't ask about none of them. Golden, my aura floating. Divinity settled in. God see me as God. Your descriptions are settling. Me myself see it eye to eye when I look within. What else am I looking for? Used to chase dreams till I realized as a dreamer they closer than they seem. I remember when I was broke. Well, hold up. Nah, scheme. That's a symptom of mental illness. I fix my esteem. Raz is wealthy as every valuable resource seen. Instead of disagreeing, remain speechless, king. 1. I finished chasing perfection, it's never far away. Rather head in that direction than step at a calm pace. It ain't hard to stumble in broad day. A shame when fans give weight to your name. Heckles echo the hallway. Philosophies we adopt, that's all we got. I watch teams succumb to an eye like a cyclops. Where we
a cyclops is that monster you might see in old myths and fables, and it basically just means a one-eyed creature. It just has one eye. But he said he's seen teams fall, right? There's no I in team. He said we've seen teams succumb to an I, right? Like a cyclops. Come on now.
That's all we got. I watch teams succumb to an
I like cyclops. Ooh.
The one that won't survive. How the fuck do we keep the peace if we hardly keep the vibe?
Yo.
Victory is sweet and misery is brief. It's a triumph if you still alive. The reaper is a thief, quick to hold some, but it never seems to be released. We hold back tears and reminisce, and history repeats.
He said it's a triumph. I don't know if he's digging that deep. See, I don't want to reach on these, right? But one of the biggest Wu-Tang records is Triumph, right? I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries, lyrically perform armed robbery, right? That's Triumph off, what is that, Wu-Tang Forever. I don't know if he's tying the two, but I don't know. You normally don't reference Triumph. With all that Wu they reference in the first verse, I would doubt that it's not connected.
But it never seems to be released. We hold back tears and reminisce, and history repeats. Shit is Mob Deep, the infamous murder music on your.
Woo! I feel like I missed something there, right? Because they're talking about we hold back tears and reminisce, then history repeats. For those that know Wu-Tang, right? Old Dirty Bastard died, but also Mob Deep. We had Prodigy die, right? He said shit is Mob Deep. What did he say there? Let's let it ride here. Yeah, the Reaper is a thief, right? The Grim Reaper, who we also referenced in the last flow that we did for these cats, right? They were talking about the Grim Reaper coming at you with the scythe.
But it never seems to be released. We hold back tears and reminisce, and history repeats. Shit is Mob Deep, the infamous murder music on y'all streets.
Infamous, yeah, the infamous and murder music on y'all streets. Those are both albums by Mobb Deep, right? The Infamous and Murder Music.
History repeats. Shit is Mobb Deep, the infamous murder music on y'all streets. Ain't got style and lack technique. Pops bless me, you might find God in my ancestry.
Their dad obviously is a West Coast rapper, Ross, right?
Holla at Nas, tell him assess me. Soon as I do a mic check, I'm gon' finesse Nike. Remember days I had less, and now that's less likely. I get love from the utmost, fuck is less like me. Showing love to the utmost, although it's less like me. Proof, my group connect old to the youth and speak for those predisposed to the truth. It's Coast Contra. I've been flipping shit since I was on the flip side of the equator, inherited.
Again, still talking about flipping shit, right? Inception. Coming in backwards, right? He said, I've been flipping shit since I was on the other side of the equator, right?
In the slums to the day I got my papers, immigrants just want to make it. Ain't no opportunities where I'm from. Ain't even got the basis, scraping the bottom of the pot. Just trying to feed the babies. Corruption around the corner from the pastors to the governors. Every cent be weighing the same on that triple beam scale.
Woo! Yo, pick your poison, right? It's like back in the day, back in my day, I used to drink a little bit. I was a fraternity guy. But I don't really drink like that anymore as a grown-ass man. But I might hit the green, But people be like, you smoke weed? It's like, yeah, and you drink every night. Pick your poison, bro. Don't judge me. And what did he say? Every sin weighs the same, right? Who's to, pick the way that you choose to sin. A triple beam scale is it's something that's used to identify the mass of an object, right? You move the scale. It's kind of old school now to where you think they might be, and it kind of balances the scale. Sick.
To the governors, every cent be weighing the same on that triple beam scale. In the land of cocaine, you say.
Yeah, a lot of people use that triple beam scale for drugs.
Every cent be weighing the same on that triple beam scale. In the land of cocaine, you sell yourself if you don't sell. Youngest robbing still with the steel. They ain't a rush to grow up, so they can't chill us still. But check it where I'm from. Everybody numb. They say it must be the drugs. I see it's all the funerals we attend every month.
Oh, he's numb not because of the drugs. It's just numb because you see death so much, right? It's like, I'm from Chicago. Stuff happens all the time. And it wasn't uncommon where I grew up that, we were out for recess and they're shooting. We got to get inside. Or you're caught in a drive-by. Somebody pulls a gun on you. And it's like nowadays it happens and you're kind of numb to it. If someone pulls a gun and you don't flinch or you hear something go off, it's just like, all right, guys, we got to hit to the basement. Or, hey, everybody get down. Everybody's like, yo, how are you not tripping? It's like, bro, it's another day in Chicago. We done been shot at, bottled, hit with a bat. Like, stuff happens. And when you come from that type of environment, it takes a lot more to really shake you. Like when somebody threatens you, and it's like, bro, unless you feeling froggish leap, bro. You ain't about shit. We used to have to say it in Chicago when we were kids. It was say something, get buck, act stupid, get stuck. I swear to God, you want to play boo boo the fool. All right, bro, you gonna go home and need to put that ice pack on your eye, bro.
It must be the drugs. I see it's all the funerals we attend every month. Gracias a Dios, I'm blessed up. Survived death more than once. I've been here before. This ain't beginner's luck. I'm at war with the melting pot. Let it spill over the block. I'm on the road to riches with niggas that's down to go the extra mile and walk. Pick a rapper like a lock and drop him like a bag of rocks.
Ooh, pick a rapper like a lock, right? But when you pick a lock, you're basically taking it apart. So he say, like, you pick a rapper, like, I'll take him apart. And what did he say? Drop him like a bag of rocks, right? He drop him means kill him, but drop him quick.
That's down to go the extra mile and walk. Pick a rapper like a lock and drop him like a bag of rocks. My memories will leave you speechless. That's why I don't like to talk. The start walked out my thoughts. Coming at you live, it's the poet from the slums.
Yo, love these cats, bro. I haven't heard something whack come out their mouths yet. I've listened to the freestyle. We even did Pimpin' Benjamin, which was sick. Now, they were trying to put cats on game. Man, if you're a fan of these cats, we're going to get into their entire album. I'm going to go song by song. We're going to do a breakdown. I think they only got one album out right now. Man, let's get into it. I want to hear all their work. If you guys are a fan, don't forget to like the video, but subscribe to the channel. You'll get a notification when we put something out regarding Coast Contra. See you on the next video.